Ago!
Ojam, come. It's your man. Come.
Ojam, make it come out, please. It be me. Oh, Master, debts they swallow you.
Make I think, eh? I can't phone put it.
Make you sit down and relax. John Mama's 24-hour economy go sort you out to pay all your debts.
This 24-hour economy thing, it not be new. It happen already. Eh? Some companies and hospitals, they operate 24/7. That's why some people say it's bad policy.
Small minds. See, the fact says some companies they operate 24/7. No, they mean say the 24-hour policy they already. Those companies where they refer to, them they operate on their own without support from government. The novelty of Jomama's 24-hour economy be say, companies and them businesses, where them go to operate 24/7, go be given tax incentives, cheaper and reliable power, and in some cases, financial support to expand and create more jobs for you, especially to pay your debts.
Ojamsi, when something is good, it is good. Jobs do not wear party colors, so when it comes, we will all get something to do. After all, we those wearing the party colors, today we are suffering. Baby, uncle you.
Thank you. Ojam, what the sweets me be say, the 24-hour economy strategy involves 3 shifts of 8 hours each every day. Which means the work, no, Kwame go do some. Let's say from 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. We if you go come continue from 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. And then Kwesi go come continue the same work from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Everybody go chop. Hey,
wait there, 24-hour economy.
Alright, that's it.
Vote for John Mahama, the nation builder, and the NDC for a 24-hour economy.
This is a political program. Campus Connect is a program of the youth wing of NDC. And even though it's open to everybody, it is mainly organized by the tertiary educational institution networks of our various tertiary institutions. And so most of those gathered here are our young students who belong to the team of the various universities. I'm saying this because we have other people watching, and this Building Ghana tour has focused on bringing as many people from outside the party to come and speak as possible. And people have been following the tour. So they'll find this a bit more political than the usual interactions we have with carpenters and masons and nurses and others. So I just want to let you know this is a political program. It's organized by our youth wing, and it's our students from the tertiary educational institutional networks that are represented here. My children, I'll call you children because most of you are about the same age as my children sitting here. I want to thank you for your enthusiasm and to say that any time I attend any of your Campus Connect programs, I leave here so energized, and I leave here with the assurance that the party is in safe hands. Because the next generation of Akatamansonians and the next generation of social democrats are ready to take over from our generation and move Ghana forward. So let me thank you very much for what has been a great program. This is the last program we're having in the Greater Accra Building Ghana tour, and I think that you have represented your various campuses very well with the very poignant suggestions that you have made. We all know the economic crisis our country is going through, and I just wish to emphasize that let nobody tell you different. It is a self-inflicted economic crisis. These people were warned and cautioned for years, and they refused to listen to sound judgment and experience. The driver and his mates Let me say it for emphasis. The driver Banza and his mates they were going into a ditch, and we, the passengers and the experienced drivers who are in the bus, were shouting and telling them the bus is going into a ditch and don't mind us. Because from as far back as 2019, we started sounding the clarion call that the economy is heating up and that they are overborrowing. The minority in parliament said it. I remember the minority leader drew attention to it. The ranking member for finance drew attention to it. And I even drew attention to it. I said that the Minister of Finance is engaged in creative accounting. For those of you who remember, going to social media, you see when I accused him of creative accounting. Because he wanted to borrow as much as he could. And so what he was doing was using data that was not correct. For the first time in our history, we had data that was presented to Parliament that was different from data that was presented to the International Monetary Fund and others. And in the data that he showcased to the Eurobond to borrow more money, he did not add the energy sector debt, he did not add the banking sector clean-out debt, he did not add the collateralization of the Energy Sector Levy Act. All those things he didn't add, so that he can get a budget deficit of 5% and below. But if you added all those other things that he put as appendixes to the budget deficit, then the budget deficit already was about 9%. And so he used this subterfuge, and within 6 years, borrowed from the Eurobond market alone up to $13.5 billion. Not CDs. In 6 years, $13.5 billion. All the work we did in this country, in my term as office for 4 years, NDC, Terminal 3, all the other development projects, Kwame Nkrumah Interchange, Kaswa Interchange, all the hospitals we built, Shai Osudoku Hospital, Greater Accra Regional Hospital, all those things we built, we borrowed not more than $3.5 billion from the Eurobond market. But $13.5 billion, if they borrowed it and put it into infrastructure, this country would not be where it is today. Today, look at the roads. And the thing is, they rely just on propaganda. And so the president comes and says, we've built more roads than any government in history. But the reality, we can see the roads. The roads are all in poor shape. This is the first government that doesn't know that you have to maintain a road after you've built it. And so all the roads that we left them, today go and see, they are riddled with potholes. And they believe that you can use propaganda and lies to run a country. You can use it to seize power, but you cannot use propaganda and lies to run a country. Because eventually, those lies will unravel. The president says, we've done 10,000 kilometers of roads. If you take a plane from Accra and you fly directly to China, that is 10,000 kilometers. So if you've done roads from here to China, where are the roads?
Live on TV as well as and also on Power 97.9 FM, the hottest and the biggest conversation in Ghana inside politics here. They are from our studios here in Osu 37 Abebese Street. Now, some of the Ebra and I are dying in the nature confanoche abai ayare sabia. Doctors all among the woman pania and woman yamina equform, Nina say, baby or more down some Ninano and Koye, Abino and to me and share Emanima and Koye. The Sabre make us say, Confanoche Teaching Hospital, doctors no, woman the woman pania and woman to Sinano, Eddie a go a ho, and one some not to say, Asante regional capital, Kumasi, Timamofono, or more Afan seminar, somebody and the doctors and also added to Jaya, but crosso. Over to Ashanti regional capital, Kumasi, near Kwakohedi, Ekoso Honina, and there a year inside politics. Jumedi, so Sasuna, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and Ra, and within the building Ghana Tono, your decision more a greater Accra region. The form you know what they see one and Ra, and or de Eba, every year, and one Samuel Sono, Sai, and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, or de Etu Edra, Nina, and Summer, ye de Ebra, and they 13th of March 2024. Now, and now, a settlement for Bashan Sono Makaya, ne Ayada, and wasn't ka apiati, so a month for Bashan so Akaya, at a red jam summer issue, Sargas explosion was a year chemical beer, a Tumiko Kunkuni Pabi no, as she o Madanino, and any da wasn't Carbino. A commission a year a die would do I was here the moment. Then somebody and a year Timamofua, one more apiati in the western region of the Republic of Ghana, one more a day atu a when I and summer. Yeah, the Air a free power 97.9 FM and a TV as was it 900 million angels no support no ekroma womo ATC all the 16 regions across the country on Facebook Live Power 979 TV as was at Ghana Samsung on YouTube as was broadcasting now if I like I said farmer amuzu about clinics so attire chia yeah the chumedi Abraham Samsung and Medimosis clinic and herbal center on a day Medimosis garlic capsules at the Jaswo, almost so at a power specialist about hospital near the power a more ayaresa at the Emma a year Ghana for say a fiber, say a compo, Ninano, you be here for at the amount, Nabi Bianso Akonkai, Safari Valley Eco Resort, Ewo in the eastern region of the Republic of Ghana or Kre constituency, almost so at Tayachi, and a S natural mineral water, and so dosopono, say for any S was the brocasia, Yadi Bibrina, Abba, Braneba to be Nakoton, said the Biasubinia so emphasis. Mr. Robert, oh wow, about do be a pebiano, or Beboama was to me, Akasa, soon a Hebron Hills International School, was it excel and shine, Obano, Nititi, and ye, papa. And also the Obani Coast Group Papa said they be an a Dutch, Obani Betima Babet is a professor, Nana Geno Pokwajama, Obetima Bess, Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Opasa Obano, Ushan Makon and the Dutch is in ye, no to me, Enya, a Juma ye, Fedia, a Hebron Hills International School, was it excel and shine. Would one media of the Samam Road, Hall and Abin School Papa. Say your dear Siwa, Ebwatim and Mufo Bebrebe, Bosumi and San Ecosim Fear Numino, Montezori and Teti and Obano, Wamuya by a Juma, Yamoko Jumanta mobile late no, Nina after school car and Bibiano, a year Juma Ewa, or Mobile no matter to Ban Kama, a day Amawo. You may call you that woman. I won't touch it and a nay, Midijumedi Ebro, Midi at the Mugabe Maase, who bet me Afreme, capacity mine, and summer, Yade Ebro and nay. Nina no wase won say ene capacity man say spirit no etamu say na mijina mu say dia na che say tese ma power to the people star 274 has na wasend was selected point from number 1 wabo 1 na till 5 2 na till 10 Ghana na che say same saa na yeko wutwa wo bedi mensa aka no wutwa nko a wo be de wo bedi Baby Cheska Bebre and Moses can go for Sonia Frauna or Casa, a BG 5,000, a BG 3,000, a BG 1,000, a BG 2,000, what to a day. Charlie says, yeah, no, try a bit to me as a sound shabre at the amount of banning school fees, or banning your mouse, no, the amount of prescription at the amount hospital. So also Quota won't to me, Antono. Sikaka Craig go for so say 100 Ghana, 200 Ghana. You be never chat, Miss Akano, when Sabi to me, I can. And one is over bus star 274 hash. Now was sending was selected point from number 1, over 1, not 252. 2 na to 10 capacity formula ucha 50 na ucha 100 na ucha 200 eye dan ya unsa ebetumi aka won so wodi a ewo se unsa eka na chese sa pepepe na ensem no esiti yeda so ewuma dumso na mu ne yeda so dumso no mu na yeden ene yeda so o Nyankopon Any day, you know, make us say, Yesum Yamia or Tiasia, we serve a living God. So, what do we ready? Now, we do how no money in to a Jan anymore. Jan will be the amount. John Mahama Yaman Waban Temdodo. A year 9 months to elections. That's what John Mahama Yaman Waban Temdodo. And then, Ghana phone in answer John Way. A Jobo. Certain before I walk down a Habasan Sunumakaya. A da na a year about a year 953. Na a dan year 30th October 2012. His Excellency Nana Akufo-Addo, the then candidate of the New Patriotic Party, presidential candidate, the New Patriotic Party, was Mr. President. If the light go out and come back on, is not that doom so? Doom so? Isn't that doom so? I don't know what can't you know. Such a light, no. A year out. Nessa back on. Isn't that doom so? He's asking is a big question mark there. Fantastic one day. He tweeted on the 30th of October 2012. When you are dealing with them, no, also with checks and balances, also making sure say, you circumspect in your reportage. Now the omwa kan ye no, what jina so na sabe with one more lashes, e wo moto. If you nyansa no omu ni bi. If you nyansa ni omu ni bi o. If you nyansa no omu ni bi. Enti enu abesi enei. Me light no me so a me dia me boss so pe say me so a me dum na me so kura hwe ma wo. Se dia eye nana ba wo mia. Driver banza ene ni mate. Driver banza kotobe kumba ban oni ni mate. Womo dia ne dia wudum kura enso kura. Mahama dia ne dia na mo se eyedum so yeduma ye so na wadie yeduma ensokura jo Mahama dia ne dia na ye the timetable and so wo fie nyansanti na the timetable ayadan ato ho aban wadie na so efie nyansan mu ni bie enti no momo dia ne dia timetable bia na ho na momo dia ne dia eyedum kura dum kura. This is common sense. Me hu aban bia wonim nyansa sabe mprabiasa aban bia wonim nyansa na mo cause fear and panic in the system se kolebu aban ayare sabia wo mo de ka nti amamu 72 hours ya ba betwa mo kane mu 37 military hospital wo mo de ka ya amamu 72 hours ya ba betwa mo kane mu ya boni ewura eye Mensia government hospital wo mo de ka ya amamu 72 hours ya ba betwa mo kane mu ya bo ewura Promotional teaching hospital se mu muade akura chese se mu muade akura hospital a otumfo se to ate kokwaso asantema ewura hospital amahwa ma na tete apansan ya asantema ewura wono ane na desie wo mo yelala sulala esre bia ya otumfo se to ate kokwaso na ma dwene power de ma asantema ne Ghana menti wade esi ne ho so ya wono siesie konfa no cha aban ya yare sabia no sabi edam kura wo bia wabodam kura wabeba abota be ka se Promotional teaching hospital ya otumfo de ne ho asi ho a wo siesie no wabeka ka se wo bedum light e wo ho iti asiesie na otumfo se to ate kokwaso wo mo de ama contractor wo siesie no contractor ne eye adwuma ne edum light bubu asanteman bubu otumfo useless ones managing the affairs of this country bubu asanteman bubu otumfo ana me gina kuma se hospital na mo tumi asiesie a asanteman wura wade asi ne ho sese obi anadesia ne ma ne nananom obi anyi kaka ne afamwa ne siesie Promotional teaching hospital no ene ogusu siesie contractor eye adwuma mo timi asiesie hospital no na mama na de mo ka kira asanteman se ya baba bedum light no ne ma mo 72 hours mo na afrikini kare ka kira we mo dwente se de mo ne moa na adwene mo behave to se de mo ne moa sebe mo ne moa na adwene 37 military hospital na moa na go Kolebu teaching hospital mo na go ho why said any so be make sure say sa electricity bills ni betua John Mahama Juma, you too for Juma. When you said here, when you responsibility, the center itself cannot hold. I buying no so why a second minister, a Ghana Health Service, a why I said yes, or making sure say government hospitals no one more a year bills, you bet me to because more Jimmy because medimatem, na sumunyansa wa form. Because more Jimmy, ya because medimatem, na sumunyansa wa form. Because the youth of this country are not angry enough. And the Jamuna sabi mu dey some phone at Ghana for. Muko dundum sa light no. I will lead one man demonstration in this country. Say you see you for mu ya mema. Muko dundum sa hospitals no. Me share kolebu kwa fanoche. Me say me I will lead a demonstration in this country against this. And I do go and pay. But when me I go and pay. Semunim you see you for semunim na mu chap. Call a teaching hospital mo na kraba kokura hore ne nkwa Ghana for fanchem. I'm serious. Yeah. Now the Peace FM on the 5th day of December 2016. That chama general no more sources on so Satan no cancer for Ghana for now then as a flag bearer Edema the new patriotic party then no cancer for Ghana for inciting the youth of this country. A chair, choir, harassment here, so in Tunisia, where it started. Share choir, a brother when you're 23 years, and the protrogon ho, son and yama koye, Sikaria Kwasua Bainum, Mabuni Yumanya, and I was the petro egun ho, and was share ho. Today we have gone past that stage. We have gone past Diama Kusi Mali. We have gone past Diama Burkina. We have gone past the man Niger, but Ghana is a different country altogether. Why? Because the youth of this country, I will never sit here and incite the youth as Nanado did way back on the 5th of December 2016 on Peace FM. Inciting the youth to acquire harassment of us. I will not sit here and do that. Because I will encourage Ghanaians. I will speak to Ghanaians and tell Ghanaians, say, my brothers and sisters, say, we have an alternative. Better alternative, which is John Mahama. Okan obeye. And just say, control me, be another quarter, a parliament, so on your majority leader. Obey majority leader no kwa sabe okan kwase asema na no chese wo ye champion obi abetimi akan kwase asem ni bi na da bia meka se ye mo no ye tete ye o ya anyeyen se me metena bema na me di obatem I won't do it. Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman me do ye me ma me prekope bie ne ho he ba dwemba bie ne ho gan ha no obi a wo sense TMU o sabe obi a wo sense nye sabe obi a wo jimi a se maami wei wunya no wo busuam a e wo gan ha obi a ne ho obepo maami no ni credentials o ba bia ni bi wo gan ha tie na me kan na tie ni ye onya opportunity abeye majority leader when you're 46 years what's now parliament and now cancel phone. Yeah. Dumson money one. So they were on the 30th of October 2012 no. And then a bona baby bow. Yeah, man. Omo to me for time table no ma. Dumson no where you dum crowd. Ma obi an ka dumson where you do my so. Gana for mu tie ni na do ne ba wo me ade na eyedum kura eyedum ayen so jo Mahama de na me so owo fie nyansa ya the timetable ma ama won say and na me wo off e kire menya light enti me say me to me mba school tade and na say me ye aduane bi di asa fridge ma e kire na menya light e kire na jo menya light enti wasa me ye aduane ne enne na oka oye na wei kotobeku ba ban wei hia kai light edum na se yenso a eyede eyedum kura obi an koka dum so na do ne ba wo me ade e yedum kura wo mu nim se wo mo koka dum so a wo mo se joma ma ba wo de dum so beba na mo de ne de dum kura wo o se muntumi enfa time table mba mu a musimu na munim mu wo nyansa mu afanyo markets mu so mu ye majority leader mamo mu na munim nyansa na mutimi tuche mesa bon so kone kofa afanyo markets mu a munim nyansa no mutimi fa time table magana fo. Let's move on. Yeah. On the 20th of January 2022, I just in fear mienu moani. You will say explosion be a sea or community be near friend say Apiati in the western region of the Republic of Ghana. Community on a medri or a gas explosion in ACR, Shishi Omada na nipa bebre and the two ananum e won sedo nipa be 17 omo nyina ewuye ema abaya ti akwanya so yi sasalasi na akufuado eye nhihye yese ye mo adan bi a ibesi adan bi di ama omo nti omo aye futuo bi a saa futuo no ya maame ya woda asafo aye fa ne se Light and Short Ministries. Nidi ede eye Jos Ayi. Ya we campaign team member Edema Bawumia campaign 2024 yi. Wasan Eda Board Trustees Edema National Cathedral yi. Maami no mo den do to saa eye fund no ano. Na enei sa adan no mo sisi o. Se adan no mo sisi yo. Amanfo ewo ho no buofu. Se bia obi kura na saase ani yakwa akosi da no woso onu onya bi mutie ni yo politics edu ho minim se no ya the party card na ehwe we NDC ni ana we MPP ni se aban na besi bibi kakra bi amamu ne de wow asase ne ebu ankasa wo de ana oteso no kura no ye cha wutiri anye yi awonya bi temamofo no buofu pa na me pese yekoho ni kutie kakra yekoso
adan yo si hey maame abrewe dia obi na abere oba a no abrace ni dan a dan ebubu won si dan ni ma no na he fara maame obuka koda wasi wewie dan na wo ba ko si dan no
chemical na ya home egu yemu no ye kra ye wa ha ne ye ni ahoto ye long time effect hwe kube kura esi ho kura no kube ni nyina ahwe kube ni nyina ahwe kube na nya ahwe na ya mon hwe beni na ashi enti mi bi sase kube mpo na ashi ya na nya nipa ya dan so amode be man ya nso ya nsa be kan ya be da ya sum be ju ya nso enu nso ye problem a
ye mpanimfo na ma ya ti ase ne Ghana ni wiase afọ nya ti ase dwuma no mo wie ya wo mo be commission enipa ewo akiri omo wo hai adom ni bebre so omo granting interviews no kwa se mpanimfo ni wie adwuma no wo mo wie si akọkọ area ho a ko area ho na edan no mo asi no mo dey circulate social media no ebusia mo ntie ye tie wo mu ni se omo ya fa wo mo nsase e wo ho ye die si dan no ya mfa wo mo asase ma na de ya we ho sempa wo mu ni se ya me ma asase na me dan sisu a ye si dan fu fresi so but me ni dan
afi de wo ho ye be si dan fu fresi so ama because we need dan because we NDC ni unya bi catch to crane play a chemo na awie ya na me de ma wo no kwa mo fa so mo che no wa na ye wasase wo na wote so na so yi nkofo bi aka so mo nam ihu se we ni we NDC ni we MPP ni o mo de aduru ho company na enam mo so atorechem esi ye no o mo sende $6 million some of us see that ni be mo scanner fa he na for mo mebu akwanta nkire ye okujo to wona nsia no they spent almost $2 million hwe adan a na nsan ewo eye Northton meboa thank you mepe bi aka even eta akọ ho hope ono abusoro go se hope pa bon adan a ono abusam no kojoto abla kwane ni team no mo pejasi ho ma from mo di free USA NDC ma wo ho ene Ghanaians wo ho mo boabo mo sa no kakra TVS wazet ye adoye ma Ghana for beboaye yeso ye de kwaboaye radio stations awodo temamofo companies awodo enyina tumi kwaboaye hu de okujoto ye aban na nkofi wo mo na we de company na mo so ato range ni si wo ma $6 million kanwe ene komo commission so ena amfa mo de say ne 13th March 2024 amfa National Cathedral 6 March 2024 Mwentimian Commission. Intiniema mienu amukase mube commission in March 2024 no ibia Mwentimian Commission National Cathedral Kai Kaskala Wensua Kaskala. Abawi omu ofinyansa. Fire. Well, afa yanko eye Asante region. Dr. Somowa eye Confanochi Teaching Hospital. That hospital mi bo nidia ma kontru me mu na me de aseda ka se dia ma santemawura fu si tu otekoko so na nyame hira wo ne president kofo accident emergency wo na ohi nsisi a ekoso sisi nyina hospital ho a ni nyina ya santemawura tu fu si tu otekoko so ne na de se ne de ato mo so omoye ne de aba betu dwane se doctors no ekire se aban anwene wo ho wo mo bia wo mo tete nyina no wo ho ani abrewo eviction notice see too doctor senso wo se omunya baby da condition of service o masomu ju wo mo allowance bia wo se o mo saka say the more politicians na do ne wonkofo mo enjoy no o mo so di o mo eye deserve na wo se ye den ma wo mo sabri ameka say de neyi ayarefo a ekoye se wo mokwa akogye ayarehwe wo da ho a ewose wo mogye wo mayaresa doctors edu mo mpane ani mo bibia egufo nti asantema pa de mo deserve ni bibribe ya asantema ayade ama MPP nyina ya asantema ru otumfo se tu atekokwo so na nanom atena konya asantema Confanochi ya oja golden stool ode baaye enti edan a esipa mpaso asase so Confanochi aban yare sabia na nanom atena konya asantema afuruma pampaso baabi a Confanochi sie ennenti pampaso enie Confanochi aban yare sabia enie ame kroma Confanochi yare sabia enie John Mahama Confanochi aban yare sabia enie otufuo se to atekokwa so asantema wura Confanochi yare sabia enie yakwa de yakoso en
sick. That's why I brought him here. But they told us that if you come today, when we came, they say the doctors went to strike. So we are going back to Western Off.
When are you expected to come back?
Unless they resume.
Me are Mbasi. Me taba. The time was Sunday semiba. So Mbasi doctors. Kwa strike. Umomba jumane.
Pacho anope die me behu doctor nso be se doctors kosrak edu abe 7 o'clock me twen se wo be mam date na mako me pacho me srempenim for doctors ne aban so mo hwe ntoto ye na kura damu na omo moaye nyesa yare
enyewo aweho papa ya na ogina hoyi koye wanya yaresa betima ya me maame betima ya wo maame betima ya obusuani ya de jon kuma free kuma so nwa eye so hum no bewuye na bia omote omo banglos etwetwa omo so ma sese omo niema eno na ye omo problem o bia omo di omo te beda yeti doctors.
Some of our doctors they've been given notices to evict their accommodation units within a week. Some have had their water supply cut off. Some have been walled in. So we thought it wise that if you are being evicted, then we meet and decide as a group what is the next step. And what came out, the unanimous decision was to lay down our tools tomorrow by 6 a.m. and then go and look for accommodation. I've heard the regional minister on several stations making those claims. He claims there are places for. You should show us where those accommodation units are.
Well, your honor, no. Yana tese ni padodo na na ehwe omo nkwa e okomfa no cha ban yare sabia. Enam doctors ya omuno maboto kora. So na do te Ghana ha o. We si ochebi onye we. Hwe doctor ni a ono no ehwe ayarefo no. Ya man eviction notice ba bia wote ni won to free o bangalo ne sa aban waton won so aye den won to free ho. Onko hen. Oh, baby, I'll back what the bedroom funeral. Yes, you want to your money 1 week, 1 week, and on your baby, or quite a search and insume. Useless regional minister, not you. No, useless president, and also 1 million Ghana for 1 million Santa Maho. And yet, Timusa, Bonnie Bepan, yea. There be a bumpire say. Mama sorry I'm send another wire juma another wire dear another wire dear. Hey, we MPP near when your ma busumi we wa obano on send another. We MPP ni some send another wire dear me send yakopon say a free will be our nyim bia free mo your MPP ni or send another neighbor wumia dear would your wa obano the nimo say kufado the take say kufado na bibia konkan would your obano na so ne height ni bibia send another wire dear wo Oban on se kufado ne safa ne to no sade ye pani yenya no hwe ya hwe a o my we ekofo ne bufo hie pa ne beba yeso so do mengo moda no mo de ba no e be si ne ba wo mi atumi kasa na nado mo ka samfo sebe samfo kire ganfo ho ba bia edu asanteman da bia ye ka kire ma mu ntie na MPP dia wudi aponche kwa begina e beto ama no ene mu ne o wakagu me tumi hu se asiesie na akoso fa no cha ya ban ya resabia no sanana do ne ba womia omobu afu asanteman ya minim etumi ya so se shebi hospital esi chebi no yebekwa koma doctors na omo awo hospital ho no ya ma omo banglo omo dam no yebekwa koma mo eviction notice ni ama 1 week say to free sa banglo na to nkwa hen ya sa twa wonsuom doctor na adwen be na obenya wode bekwa akotena se ya wode ba behwe obi memo obi ayaresa dem ye nipa bonfo sa mo kopa da wo hen mo kopa da wo hen santimawura won kasa eye wode sie o santimawura Udufo se to de kwakwa so asantemawura na kasa o ade akoso asantema no se de aba we tu asantema ka na yedwene ho ayente ase oni be ne yaye hospital a wo a wo de to ho so a wo siesie doctors ye adwuma wo ho mo siesie hospital no asantemawura siesie so a doctors ye adwuma ho so a mo se mo free mo bangulum ya se to omo ya bo bra wo so asantema ya dai na nado mo di we be di chebifo They are saying, "Come on, be no about BCC adan aton, about phone. Yami baby samo, about phone. Yami baby samo. Akira huri wa kwa mfano cha abaya resabia. Ebe gumu tire so. Yami baby samo mako. About phone. Munyini ni pa ho. Satemada Maase. MPP. Asatemada Maase. Nanado ne ba womia. Asatemada Maase. Na mishira mo no nya mo kese do mama baby awo bia na me mo ahoden ne kwatenten ja sateman efrin kwasoma sese asateman wom e peja asateman yenim de wo betimi aye why be pen e na ade afari baaye wodi se wa hospital baaye wodi tapa government hospital baaye pejeti market baaye tafo market baaye atonso market baaye kanafo ewi amfi wo da o jon kanafo ewi amfi wo da Abi I do no mambe na me homra. Sa 274 has no send wasaleti amame. Obo 1 na 252 na 2 Ghana me ra ho ne. Sa ya resabi ho na me papa ko ya wa mabiem. Sa ya resabi ho na said ne papa ko last week wa mabiem. I know what I'm talking about. I'm feeling the pain. Sa we do this year be hospital. Na dum so we mo. You can't kwasi asem sebe kwasi asem kyerɛ wo sɛ baabi a hospitals no kwase bi twitwa mo light mu. Adan. Ni nyina ne sɛ mu wo a wonfa hu wasa appoint ni busuani aba be in charge of mortuaries. Mu nyima ameka kyerɛ mo. Ufo ado. Na senya Honorable Sorogwa aba enu abenede ni MPC nso atrase. Yebada ho semeti wo mo ne afa aboafo krato ne aba yeba ebedi nkomo yebehwe de esi nyina no. Excellency John Dramani Mahama ni Greater Accra Regional Tour no de aba wie. Bia akọ ye nsem kan nyina no. You do discussion time na ebebo ni nyina magana fo ati. Medame ho afa aboafo krato na maba. Ba yede beto asese ne so se ne bono wotwe a wo TV so. Honorable Kofi Bua we Deputy Minority Leader at DS Exchange ebeba with Honorable Eric Ahianyo abono wotwe pepe. Pa sha no so se bono wotwe a wodu afide ne betua ne watie Honorable Kofi Bua ene Mr. Eric Ahianyo. Neba sese a
some of our doctors they've been given notices to evict their accommodation units within a week. Some have had their water supply cut off. Some have been walled in. So we thought it wise that if you are being evicted, then we meet and decide as a group what is the next step. And what came out, the unanimous decision was to lay down our tools tomorrow by 6 a.m. and then go and look for accommodation. I've heard the regional minister on several stations making those claims. He claims there are places for. You should show us where those accommodation units are.
Easy or your power for Masaka promotion. There isn't a big or you're big. Separate enter power for Masaka promotion. More day I never dial star 274 hash. Star 274 hash. Area net choose power effort. Now select a number of drawer and put their zone. Draw Krubia 5 Ghana so the spec. The more as a shot draw them when they stand the chance able to marry in a big. Hey, you're big. Every week you saw your 50,000 Ghana citizens in your chair. Hey, 50,000 Ghana citizens. Knock off you. Good deal last star 274 hash. Masaka. Power for Masaka promotion. It's licensed and regulated by NLA on Caritas Lottery platform. Kaida drawing Shashada home.
Upon your arrival, you are introduced to your butler, who plans your itinerary. So many activities, all in the same premises. To visit the gym or the stables, they have it all. At my break, I'm able to practice my putting. They used only electric vehicles here. This creates a serene environment. I'm told it's over 1,000 acres. My cabin here sits on 2 acres with a large terrace space overlooking my private swimming pool. Now this is royalty. They have their own farms, thousands of fruit trees. I can also have my lunch here at the waterfall. Quite a beautiful place you have to say.
Missy Menano, a group, a big blabber,